The girl always ranks first in the city in every exam. But this time, when taking the exam, she couldn't put pen to paper, because in every previous exam, there had been a ghostwriter helping her answer the questions. But on this day, the ghostwriter was stuck in traffic due to a crowded road. Looking at her own hands, she instantly felt helpless. To prevent years of hard work from going to waste, she tried to flip open the test paper with her mouth. She wanted to pick up the pen and answer the questions, but no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't stabilize the pen. After the exam ended, the girl's eyes were filled with despair. She should have been able to enter a good university, but now her score could only be 0. Later, she stood on the rooftop, wanting to end this miserable life. It turned out that before the exam started, as the girl couldn't wait for the ghostwriter, she asked passersby for help, but no one was willing to lend a hand. Finally, she could only turn to the invigilator, but unexpectedly, the teacher refused her. What was even more infuriating was that the main reason the ghostwriter was stuck on the road was that the governor's daughter was out shopping. She had used her father's position to block the road. By the time the ghostwriter arrived at the school, it was already too late. Just as he rushed to the rooftop, the girl jumped directly because she failed to get into college. Seeing this scene, Nick felt extremely guilty. At the same time, the girl's brother also arrived. It turned out that he had received his sister's help call earlier, but he was also stuck in traffic on the way. He asked the police officer by the roadside for help, but the officer told him to wait patiently. The brother pleaded with those around to save his sister. The girl's eyes stared fixedly at Nick, as if saying thank you to him. To seek justice for his sister, the brother went to the police station to report the governor's daughter. But when the chief heard this, he directly winked at his subordinates and secretly reported the matter to the governor. That night, the brother was stuffed into a bag by the gangsters, beaten for more than 2 hours. In the end, he was cruelly tortured to death. It turned out that in this city, the governor's words were the law. Nick directly chased to the gang leader's home. The gang leader thought he was saved, but the next second, the door was kicked down by Nick in an instant. Finally, Nick twisted and broke the man's arm, but the next second, several police officers appeared behind him. Soon Nick was locked up in the police station. However, the governor's subordinates ordered the police to release Nick. It turned out that the governor wanted to torture Nick to death. At this moment, he was still unaware that Nick was actually a frenzied beast.